Hello everyone, and welcome back for DOS. It's been a little while since we've played some games, some classic gems for Microsoft's disk operating system. It's what we're here to do. We've been, if you remember a while back, we started going through the DOS games on archive.organization. It's taken a while. We're still on the A's. We were in the ALs before we took a little break, and, probably will continue on DOS games in their own DOS streams. Instead of being, combined with other things, probably the streams will now be separated into different things instead of all together at once. So, it's a DOS stream for a DOS game. Just like England wants to be separate, so DOS games will so be separate. The people spoke. They did. They voted, and DOS is now separated from everyone else. So we're playing DOS. And we're probably going to stop that music. There. The music has been stopped. Let's play something maybe a little bit more pleasant. Because we're going to need some background music, because I think a bunch of these games don't have music. That's alright. Just gonna turn that volume down a little bit, and just let me know if anything sounds too loud or too quiet. So, we're streaming on Beam.Pro. Systems work a little bit different than what we're used to. And that includes a new voting system. As I was telling the chat before the stream, OddMe was a thing that was built for IRC. And of course, we're not using IRC anymore, we're using Beam.Pro's chat. So I was thinking, how am I going to be doing voting? What system can I use to get the opinions of the chat, which is so necessary with so many of the games that we play? And so, just as it seemed that everything was lost, I heard a message from a mysterious man from the other side of the globe, who I could hear the voice of this sage. It was telling me something. It was telling me that it was possible to vote. It was on any chat system, Beam, Hitbox, Twitch, whatever. It was telling me that it could be done. There's only one thing I had to do. The voice said to me, "PayPal me $15. And so I did. And thus, the contract was sealed. Actually, it's not a mysterious man. The person in question is Russian. And yes, to get the system, you do have to PayPal him $15. He is also the person who makes AutoDuck in real time, which is a program that I've been using for quite some time for auto-ducking audio in real time during the stream. So I knew he was legit. I think he could do some better business if he had an actual website instead of wanting people to PayPal him money. That's just a tip. But I saw his post on the Open Broadcaster, OBS, for, you lay people, the OBS forums, advertising his system. So, that's what we're going to be testing out. And the first vote that we're going to be using to test out, something I came across today, not exactly having to do with video games, but I just thought this would be a good first vote, on the video game journalistic website of record, Polygon.com. You may have heard of it. They had a little article about how J.K. Rowling's she's writing new stories or something, I don't know, but apparently there is a North American school of magic called Ilvermorny, and apparently it was just recently announced what the 4 houses of Ilvermorny are. And we need to take a look at that. Alright, what are the 4 houses if you are in North America? Well, there's Thunderbird, and according to Pottermore, it's, let's see, the Thunderbird is said to be one with adventurers. We're not going to read the entire descriptions here. We don't have time for that. Let's see what this has to say. It doesn't really say a whole lot. It does say that if you're in Thunderbird, you're going to be courageous, which are basically the same traits as those in Gryffindor would have. So let's say this is the equivalent of Gryffindor. Next is Pugwudgie. The Pugwudgie is a gray animal with comically large ears, native to America. Uses poisonous arrows to hunt. That's what it looks like. The Pugwudgie house, let's see. Well, the founder of the house thought that the Pugwudgie was hideous. Let's see. And the closest analog at Hogwarts would probably be Ravenclaw, the independent, intelligent house, I guess. Next up is Wampus. The Wampus is a kitten that turns into a panther-like creature, which is nearly impossible to kill. The Wampus is basically a six-legged cat. So the Wampus was picked as the symbol who fell in love with the creature, and how can you not fall in love with the Wampus? It says that they would probably be sorted into Gryffindor or Ravenclaw, but we already covered those, so I don't know. Is there no Hufflepuff equivalent? I don't know, but the last one is obviously the Slytherin equivalent, the Horned Serpent. It's the most diabolical of the house mascots. Apparently it is not just an English thing to have an obviously evil house in your school of magic. Apparently they do that all over the world. That doesn't seem like a good idea, but what do I know? I'm not a wizard. As much as I might have wanted to, I was not a wizard. So, this is the obvious. This is obviously Slytherin. It's obviously that the villains are going to come from here. Alright, so, chat, you're going to have to decide, of the houses that you have seen, what do you think you would fit in? Which house? And in order to do that, I am going to... Hold on. I'm going to have to bring up the chat, the voting for the chat, which I thought I had up. I apparently don't have it up. So I'm going to need... Yep, you see? Clicking on voting right there. I'm going to bring it up, alright? If you want to see what this looks like. We have 4 choices. I haven't bothered naming them, but we have 4. We'll say number 1... They're going to be the same order here. Number 1 is going to be Thunderbird. Number 2 is going to be Pugwudgie. Number 3 is going to be the Wampus. And number 4 is going to be the Horned Serpent. I'm going to put a 60-second time limit on this vote. And chat, you're going to start voting now. Except I don't see the voting here. I don't know why. Chat, I'm sorry. I do not... It is tallying the votes. I do not know why the voting is not actually appearing on the screen. I mean, the music is very dramatic. So I'm sure you're very curious as to who is winning. And I'm going to have to take a look at this and try to figure out why this is not actually showing up on the screen, because it is supposed to be. And it is not. Well, I guess that's what... I guess what this kind of testing is for. Let's see. Yeah? I mean, it is counting up votes, and there is supposed to be, like, a graphic that shows up when you vote. Hold up. No, there it is. There it is. Okay, it has appeared. Why did that take so long? I don't know why that took so long, but it is there. It is a pie chart, and it is showing us what is winning. And chat, I don't think this is much of a surprise. I don't think it's much of a surprise that the one that is winning by far is the Wampus. I could pretty much tell that this was a Wampus chat. This was full of Wampus, full of Wampi sorts of people. I mean, number 1, Thunderbird, is the lowest, because I guess people are just bored with the Gryffindor-style house. Number 2 and 4 are pretty close, because, you know, you could be good at math, or you could be an evil snake person. You could be one of those. I mean, those are pretty even. But of course, chat, we all know what you want to be is the Wampus. I just like saying Wampus. It makes me happy to say that. And so, let's, okay. So that's just a test of the voting. I think I hope that starts to work better as we try to do more of that, because that pie chart is supposed to, it is supposed to appear when you first do a vote. I don't know why that took so long for it to show up. Actually, it didn't show up until after the vote was done. But that is supposed to show up and update in real time? And I don't know why that wasn't happening there, but that's what it's supposed to be doing. So, hopefully that'll work next time. Hopefully. For right now, it's time... You know what it's going to be time for. It's time for some DOS. Oh, yes. Now, what we've got going right here tonight... I was looking at the archive.org MS-DOS archive, and something that I noticed was that, you know, as I was looking at the list of Total DOS games, there were a number of games that are not on that website. So a bunch of the games we're looking at tonight are not actually on there. Because we gotta get a full idea of the width and the breadth of what DOS has to offer. And so what we're looking at right now is Abenteuer Atlantis, which is in a language that is not English. And I don't know actually how to play it. It might be French, I don't know. But there is a reason why I wanted to, there is a reason why I wanted you to take a look at this. You'll probably figure it out. We're getting there. Don't know if there's supposed to be audio here, but I'm not hearing anything. That is some slow transition. Pixel by pixel by pixel. Let me just press enter. Or spacebar. There we go. Oh yeah, there it is. That's our main character. I don't know what his name is. But he will be haunting your dreams, your DOS dreams. He is here to let you know that he cannot wait to play with you. Chad, he wants to play a game with you. Are you ready to play his game? It's a dangerous game. And I do not know what the text is. This is German. And I guess this is here to frighten German children. Like, maybe this game is a punishment for if, like, a German child is bad. And, like, the parents say, you better straighten up, or you're going to have to play Abenteuer Atlantis. You know which game I'm talking about. It's the game with the kid that invades your dreams after you've played it. And that text is just going. I'm going to press spacebar. Nope, nothing. Enter. Escape? There is no escape from Abenteuer Atlantis. And there's this guy who, you know, he's not quite nightmare-inducing, but his face looks a bit like scrunched up. Looks a little bit smeared. There's more text. All right, here we go. This is what the game looks like. He is just staring at you the entire game. Peep. Bork. Yes, he's just going to be looking at you. Okay, we got the chronic right here. That's a good start, of course, with any game. I don't think birds make that sound. It's a barometer. We're going to take it with us because we steal. That's what we do. If you're lucky, that's all he'll do. Well, so, oh, we got like a stone? I'm going to take it with me. So, I mean, I don't think I have to tell you that I don't really know what to do. F1 go to, F2 use, F3 speak. I mean, I could, like, speak. Sprick mit. Blurp. No? Bjork. No. Alright, maybe I should just, like, put on some more music to help with the mood. I feel like there's something we should be able to do with the parrot. I cannot do anything with the parrot. The kid's just not really doing anything. He's just standing there looking at me. Okay, I can steal stuff. We knew about that. Yes, it's correct, the Merkin Man. Those hips do not lie. I don't know what the hips are trying to tell us, and I think we might be terrified to know what the hips are telling us, but the hips do not lie. I guess that's save. Use liquid with bird? We cannot use the liquid with bird. Can I use liquid with anything? Torn, you seen enough of this? I mean, yeah, I would be interested in being able to actually see if we could do something in here and see what happens, but it doesn't seem like really anything is happening. I mean, like, I just walked over to that, and I'm not opening it or anything. First learn German, then play DOS. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to exit. Okay. Which option do I want to take? Either ja, or nein. 3? Option 3? No, that's just loading the game. We cannot escape. We cannot escape. It should be 3. I mean, 3 just restarted the game. That's all it did. It just restarted the game. I love DOS games that do not let us exit. That is the most charming thing that any DOS game can do. We sometimes encounter it, of a game that just, you know, the programmers did not anticipate that the player would actually want to leave the game. Why would anyone want to do that? I'll try F6 and 3 again. Oh wait, did that work? Okay, I thought I pressed 3 before. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did not. I guess that is always possible. Let's see let's see what other horrors we have in store. Well, I don't think we have anything that's quite as horrible as that. We have something here that I do not know how to play, but it looked kind of interesting. bj.exe. So, I mean, that's some... Yeah, there we go. Man, I missed that sound. That PC speaker sound. I could turn the sound off, but I would not dream of depriving you of that. I'm gonna press enter to start a new game. Here we go. We're Beetlejuice. And Lydia is walking around with... Is that like a vacuum cleaner? I don't know. There's also a skeleton and like some coffins. Uh-oh, there's a worm. Hold on. Okay, I can spit with spacebar? I can spit at that skeleton. Let's see what happens. So, of course, as you can see, this is... Okay, that's what we do. Okay, I kill the skeletons with my spit, and then Lydia cleans it up. I got it. So, of course, we can see that this is adhering to the cartoon Beetlejuice canon, of which Beetlejuice and Lydia were friends and went on adventures, as opposed to the movie canon in... Oh, did I eat like a bug? I guess. The movie canon in which Beetlejuice attempted to force Lydia to marry him, and they were not friends. Like, that's not a healthy relationship right there. But I guess with the cartoon, the idea was that Beetlejuice was, like, the main character. He was the character everyone wanted to see, so of course you're going to have him be the main character, the protagonist, and he has adventures with Lydia. Oh, did not get that bug. Instead of having him be the villain. I'm sure there must be some kind of story behind all this. Why are Beetlejuice and Lydia trapped in this realm where Beetlejuice is forced to spit at skeletons until they collapse? And then, oh no, I touched the skeleton, and I guess Lydia was trapped in a cage? Is that what happened there? So, okay, she is trapped in a cage, but I'm not dead. Can I free her? I will spit at the cage. Spitting at the cage doesn't seem to work. What? Oh, I guess I scared the skeleton. Like snakes came out of Beetlejuice's head or something? And it froze it in place. Man, this is one action-packed ghost game. This is frightening. You don't get a whole lot of truly scary horror games these days, but Beetlejuice for DOS is certainly doing that for me. Actually, I should say that it is Adventures of Beetlejuice, because we are still in the A's. I mean, if it was just Beetlejuice, we wouldn't be playing this tonight, because that's in the B's. What did the letters on the bottom spell out? No, they say TRT so far. I don't know what that would be referring to. Luftwaffe, there's a bonus skeleton inside Lydia. Well, that'll be the last skeleton that we collect, obviously. I don't know if there's a skeleton inside Beetlejuice himself. I'm not an expert when it comes to Beetlejuice's physique. Man, it's action-packed. It's like thrill a minute. Let's thrill a second. I mean, we could. This is probably enough. Probably quit. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's quit. These are the ghosts with the most, the high scores. They have the most. The most what? I'm not. Well, I guess points is what they have the most of. That's what they have. Beetlejuice, he of course has more of the most, more than anyone else. Let's see, what else? Let's see, next up, something a bit less supernatural. Afterburner, but that is not, because that's more than the 8 characters, which DOS cannot support. Yes, it has to be after B tilde 1. Lazy Man, you're saying, oh yeah, Afterburner. Don't say, oh yeah, quite yet, until you've seen the DOS version of Afterburner. People who remember the arcade or Genesis version of the game may remember an incredibly fast, incredibly smooth jet action game. You might remember that. Let's go with VGA. But what you're getting here tonight on DOS... I think the music just keeps doing that. Oh no, it changed tone a little. Alright, time to play. Let's do this thing. Okay, we're taking off the Sega Enterprise. We're gonna get some smooth, fast jet plane action right here. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at the frame rate. Listen to the music. It's so majestic. Correct, so, Dr. Talos, so many colors on screen at once. You can't even count them all. Fez Watley, it's honestly not that bad considering the other DOS games I've played. Yeah, I mean, if you look at some of the other games we've played on here, this is downright competent. But if you're familiar with the arcade version or the Genesis version, you know, you probably would not want to play this version of the game. Still, I guess this was the best they could get out of DOS at the time. Shadowhog, the 3DS version. It's true, this did get a 3DS port, one of the Sega arcade classics, in which they 3D'ized the 2D sprite layers. Why is the sky brown, Limo? It's just a cautionary tale of all of the pollution that we're throwing up into the sky. Someday this will be our future. Okay, so that's probably enough Afterburner. If the game will let me quit. I don't actually... Will the game let me quit? Hold on. No, I don't think the game is letting me quit. Game over? Okay. No? Okay, we're taking off again? Sure, that's okay, Sega. You don't actually need to program in, like, a menu where I can exit the game. That's fine. That's okay, I guess, Sega. I guess that's okay. I guess we're gonna have to exit this. Let's get that back here. So hard to see the mouse cursor. Okay, DOSBox has been selected. Alright, we're back here. So, Afterburner, a little disappointing, maybe. Maybe just a little bit. Have I tried the various German options, Luftwaffe? I have not tried the German options of Afterburner. I don't know if they would help me. Next, now like I said, some of these games are not on the DOS... on archive.org, on the DOS archives. Abenteuer Atlantis was one of those games. Adventures of Beetlejuice, I believe, is not on there either. Afterburner, I think it is. I believe that one is. And this next one, I don't believe is on there either. Because we're playing After the War. So yes, this does take place after the events of Afterburner. It requires a 286, 16 megahertz recomendado, and fortunately, I think we can meet that. It's after the war. Everything is destroyed after the war. It's not before the war. We can either play or we can keys. It's programmed by Enrique Cervero, the graphics by SNATCHO. SNATCHO did a wonderful job with these graphics. What do I want for up? I'll press up? No. I'll press W? No. Okay, yes. W, S, A, D. Punch? Let's see. How about question mark? Kick? How about less than sign? Actually, greater than sign, I should say. P, like, pause for P. Reset, like, enter, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Okay, Enrique and SNATCHO. Let's see what you got. Yep, here we go. We're in zone 1. Let's see. I can punch. I can punch. I can punch. I can punch. Didn't I select a kick? I know I selected a button for kick, but everything is punching. Why? Everything is just punching. Why is everything... SNATCHO, why is everything punching? You were supposed to draw kicks. I'm like, missing kicks I'm missing half of my arsenal. This is what it's like after the war. We got out of our jet planes, and now we're just on the streets. Guess who? Will I ever do an LP of Snatcher? You never know. I played Snatcher once upon a time. I liked it a lot, so you never know. Maybe. I do want to revisit some... Oh no, Dynamite, that's what that was. How did I not tell? How could I not tell that that was Dynamite? Waiting to blow up and kill me. I could not even tell it was Dynamite. Will I LP everything SNATCHO ever worked on? Well, if anyone knows the entirety of SNATCHO's portfolio, oh, let me get out of here. Dynamite's gonna... No, I'm not gonna make it, right? I'm not gonna... Nope, I did not make it. Tango Bunny, didn't we play a game like this, but it was split-screen 2-player? Yeah, I think it was that one where... I think it was Atlantis. I think it was called Atlantis, where you had to invade Atlantis. So it was... The name of the game was Atlantis, I think. The UI needed color more than anything else. Yeah, I mean, aren't you glad that they didn't put any color at all on the game graphics? Oh, come on, we gotta get forward! The dynamite! Man! Oh, we actually survived the dynamite. I am glad that there is no actual color on the game graphics, but there is some color on the menu. Oh, a sale! It's like someone's holding a garage sale, I guess. Am I interrupting it? Is that why people are attacking me? Maybe I'm the rude one here. They're not going to get any customers if they keep throwing dynamite at the potential customers that are walking by. No diamond, I have to buy the kicks. Yeah, maybe the kicks. Okay, that's probably enough of after the war. It'll be enough if I can find a key. Hold on. Hold on. What was that? What you just did? Do that again after the war. I can't tell if something's going to happen. Okay. Can I quit from here? Enrique, SNATCHO, I need your help here. Can I not quit your game either? Okay. I mean, I would just prefer it if there was actually a way to just, you know, exit the game so we don't have to close DOSBox and then restart it. You'd think that's reasonable. Apparently it is not. So that's after the war. The dark future that takes place after Afterburner. Bird Robot, it amuses you that I still have that background. Well, you know, we never forget true love, do we? No, we don't. No, we don't. Next. Something we've been waiting for a while. As we've been going through the A's and getting to the ALs, we've been approaching the games that start with the word Alien. And there are a number of them. So, I guess we'll actually have to wait one more game, because I realized there was actually one in the way before we get to that, and that is Alice in Wonderland. So we're not actually at Alien yet. We have one more to go. Yep, that blue caterpillar is staring into your soul. I don't want anything from you, caterpillar, let alone instructions. Oh. You know, DOSBox kind of changes the aspect ratio from screen to screen. So sometimes it can be like a different aspect ratio, so I have two different scenes set up for that, depending on what it is. Okay, so we're Alice. Our cat is going to accompany us. Oh, and obviously, yes, we did already choose a cat at the beginning of this stream. Our cat, of course, is the Wampus. There we go. And we probably should continue our music. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is some pretty good music for this. Pretty good music for sitting on a grassy riverbank with Wampus and your sister, bored because your sister would rather read a book without pictures than play with you. The heavy summer air has made you sleepy, but nonetheless, you were in the mood for adventure. Chat, what do I do? What now? Eat book? Okay. I don't have a book. I can't eat a book if I can't kill? Alright. Chat, don't be ridiculous. She doesn't want to give us the book. Nope, she really does not want to take that book. Wampus purrs contentedly. Eat what? We can't eat that. They don't know what we want to get rid of. Chat, you're crazy. You can't eat Wampus. It's Wampus. Nope, she kicks us. We try to kick her. She kicks us. No, we can't do that. Chat, you're telling me to punch the sister. We can't punch the sister. The sister is too much of a badass. We can't do it. We just can't do it. I don't know how you interpreted that. Suplex sister. No, it obviously Alice in Wonderland does not know the joys of the suplex. We're lost in the woods. What are we gonna do now? Chat, we got up. We walk north. Go north. We are so lost. Ooh, we're somewhere. It's a field of flowers. No, we can't punch that tree. Wampus doesn't want to be held. Calm down, chat. I mean, screaming feels good, but it's not the solution to every problem that we have. Chat, don't be such a baby. No, we can't go to sleep here. Doesn't know what the game also does not know the joys of stomping. Sniff sniff. I mean, that does not help us very much. We're lost. Still lost. Alright, these are some commands we can use. Yes, apparently one of the commands is knife. We can't talk to... Chat, we can't talk to Wampus. Well, Chad, I guess you found the ending, an ending to this story. We were in the outdoors with our sister. We just weren't getting along, so we stood up, walked away, walked into the forest, petted Wampus, We smelled the flowers, continued walking through the forest, tried to climb a tree, broke her neck. And that's it for Alice. Who knows what happened to Wampus? And who knows how long it takes before Alice's parents realize that something's wrong and go looking for her. So we completed a game. We've completed Alice in Wonderland. Will we complete anything else? I'm not sure. But we were moving on to Alien, which is probably not what you think it is. It's Alien, version 2B, from March 5th, 1982. This is a type of game that has its roots in this fantasy role-playing of D&D, Dungeons & Dragons, but the computer versions are really quite different. In this game, you'll assume the role of a character faced with a series of situations requiring decisions and quick, intelligent reactions. Oh, chat! That's what you excel in! So we can press news for north, east, west, south. We have other commands that we could use if we wanted to. We have L for look. The computer will understand many words, so don't hesitate to tell it to do in 2-word commands. So this takes place December 23rd, 2101, the Prockian system. Let's see, there was a luxury space liner that suffered a fusion torch overload. There was a life pod that escaped. And there's a board of inquiry that's being formed to discover what happened with this tragedy. Uh-oh, people are saying that the stream has gone offline. Well, are they right? Is the stream offline? Well, the chat does seem to be saying... The chat seems to be pretty convinced that the stream is no more. I'll try to reconnect, see if we can do it. In the meantime, I guess it's just you and me. You who's watching this, because the chat can't see any of this. Oh no, hold on, I think it's coming back. I think it's coming back. Let's see if it is. No, I think it is still off. It seemed like it was coming back, but now it is not. So, I'm streaming, while they can't see me, I just mentioned I'm streaming on Beam.pro using what they call their FTL mode, which I guess stands for faster than light, which is a hyper fast latency mode in which they say it is 0.2 seconds of latency, which is much faster, much shorter latency than any other streaming site. So that's what I've been trying this out. But I guess it does have its bugs. And I guess that's something that's happening right now. Fortunately, though, I am recording this in a different program, so even though they can't see what's going on, you still can see me. Well, not me, but the game. You know what I mean. Let's see. I know this is not exactly the most thrilling of content. Well, let's see if we can get this back working again. Doesn't really seem like it's... Does not seem like this is working, so I might just have to put a stop to this for right now while I try to figure out what is going on. Okay, it appears that the people can see me, and they missed so much. I can't believe how much I mean, I can't even describe what happened when the stream was down. I didn't notice that the stream was down for a few minutes, and man, chat. I'm just gonna say it's a shame that you missed what happened, because something amazing happened, and I looked back at the chat and said, "Did you see that?" And then I saw everyone saying that the stream was down. You missed it. I don't even know if that recorded properly, so you might never be able to see the amazing thing that happened. It's incredible. Well, stream is back. However, we are... I think maybe FTL mode is not working right now. So right now we are streaming in normal mode. Not FTL, but just normal streaming mode. So the latency will be a little bit worse. But at least it is working. Yes, there's a few seconds of a delay. So I don't know what was going on with FTL mode. It was working up to a minute ago, and now it is not. But well, my voice is cutting in and out a bit, says Mina. But I mean, at least this is better than nothing. Like certain kickstarted games, this is better than nothing. Let us, I guess, continue on with the space text adventure. The luxury liner Adonis suffered a fusion torch overload and exploded while she was in passage to Procyon 2. One life pod reportedly escaped the disaster by a few seconds. It does. I mean, I don't know why we're reading this. It doesn't seem like it's important. Okay. We are the last survivor. Oh, we are the last survivor of the starship. So, someone did get out in time, and it was us. Our life pod entered the atmosphere of the fourth planet, and we're power dropped over a large open area. We have nothing except the clothes on our body. Okay, so this is like the text adventure version of like a survival sim. You know, those are really popular now. Games like Rust or DayZ, you know, those are very popular, so this is clearly a text adventure version of one of those games. The planet is classed as habitable with dangerous. The only human population is an MET station crew, but they have not been heard of from 2 years. Let's see, there are plane storms, violent dust hurricanes. We had better find shelter. Chuckle, chuckle. Have fun, buddy. Alright, we need to survive. File not found in 450. Yes. That, okay. Oh, syntax error? Yes, magic. DOS magic happening right now. Okay. So, there's a file missing. At least we saw the intro story, and we will never know what happened to the spaceman who was trapped after the space liner exploded. We'll never know. We'll never know. And I guess I won't be able to exit this game, so I'm probably just going to have to... I'm probably just going to have to close DOSBox again. A lot of these games have been ending up with us just exiting out of DOSBox because the game is not letting us do that. In the case of this game, however, it did just crash, so I guess it wasn't going to let us exit from that. Okay, next up, let's see, what's the EXE for this one? Next up is Alien Breed. I assume that's the proper EXE. Okay, Alien Breed, IBM PC. Oh, copy protection. I'm gonna say it's V. Yep, I'm gonna say it's that. I think we're right. I think that was the copy protection. Time to play some Alien Breed. It's a conversion of Alien Breed. It's Alien Breed. Okay. I guess let's start the game. Let's see how we can... Let's see what the controls are for this. Alright, there's a story. We left our craft. Okay, upon leaving your craft, perform a recca of the immediate area, locate the deck lift that leads to the power subsystem, and proceed deeper into the station. Radar reports little movement, but there are ducts and vents show signs of recent usage. Control advises maximum use of any available resources left behind by the station's previous occupants. Looks like we're in an abandoned space station. It's a setting that has gone greatly underused in video games. How do aliens breed further downhill? That's what this game is going to teach us. No, that is not what we want. No, alien breed. Stop that. No, alien breed. Stop doing that right now. Okay, good. You stopped. That is unacceptable, alien breed. All right. So we got a top-down shooter. All right, spacebar to shoot. Gonna find some aliens to shoot. I would assume. Some good sound effects going on. All right, aliens. Yep, those are just straight-up xenomorphs. The time when video games could just use xenomorphs that were just, like, not changed at all, and apparently that was just okay. That was not a problem. Well, I mean, we're all at home here since, you know, this is very... Oh, no! This is very reminiscent of X-Blig. Except I don't remember seeing an X-Blig that flickered like this, but you never know. You never know, maybe there have been. Obviously, the greatest danger in alien breed is the flickering. It's much more dangerous than any of the xenomorph. Oh, I have to be careful about where I walk in the space station, otherwise the flickering will begin again. Let's go to the lockers. Wanamingo, you love the enemy AI? I mean, it's very aggressive. I'm surprised I'm surviving the non-stop attacks by these aliens. It makes me feel like this is a real-life situation. That I'm trapped here with the aliens. Or maybe the aliens are trapped in here with me. And maybe I'm trapped in here with the flickering? I think that's what I'm trapped in here with. Oh, it's everywhere. I can't get away from it. What is causing this? I have not seen this happen in a DOS game before. Great Quiet God, this looks better than Aliens Colonial Marines. I mean, I guess it's a bar. It's not a high bar, but it is a bar. I died. Okay, I guess I'm just starting here. Whew, this is action-packed. Man. I feel like I should not play this anymore due to it's just going to make all the other games look bad. It would be unfair to the other games we're playing tonight to continue playing Alien Breed. So, let's just stop doing that. They're thanking us. Thank you for playing Alien Breed. No. Thank you. Oof, I may have to look into some DOSBox settings before trying that again, Coddy. I don't know if I'm going to try Alien Breed again. That might be a one-time thing. I don't know if we're going to go back to Alien Breed. We have so many games, after all, that begin with Alien. Like, for example, Alien Cabal. Let's do this thing, Alien Cabal. I hope you have some aliens that are caballing, that need to be stopped. Yes. Here we go. Look at that ominous green face. The aliens are coming. Coming for you. I mean, I'm going to say I want to walk in the park. On this stream, we're not looking for a challenge. We're just looking for something that we can play and have a good time with. We're not going to sharpen our esports skills with anything here. But it finally happened. The unfriendly aliens have landed in the city. What is with the... So many games we're playing tonight do not have music. The entry to the complex is hidden, but the location has been narrowed down to a few city blocks. Oh no! Cloned government agents! They must be eliminated. Is the twist at the end that they're not clones after all, and that we're the alien, and that we have been killing the humans? Maybe that's the twist. Alright, I got the pistol. You know, I figured this is probably a game that would have sound. This seems new enough to have sound, but I'm not hearing any sound. Hold on, there's someone moving over there. Yep. They vanished. Oh no, the screen is flashing red. Okay, there. The cloned government agents, here they are. I am killing these clones. I am positive these are cloned humans. Oh no! Kill the clones! Oh no, I'm out of ammo. Hold on, there's a gun. I got the machine gun. How do I select it? Okay, there we go. Number 3 on the number row. I killed these clones. It says cow parts. I don't know why they're smuggling cow parts, but they are. Cow tools. I got a pack of grenades. That'll be useful. Snips, the controls look awful. I don't know why you would say that. Doesn't it look like I'm having just the smoothest time playing Alien Cabal? Uh-oh. They're here. Uh-oh. Clones? Maybe there is actually music playing, but we don't hear it. Like, what our character hears in our head is just the music that we're actually hearing right now. We're not hearing the screams of the people dying. We're not hearing any of that. We're just hearing this loud, screeching music playing. Shot him out the window. Whew, I do not know what I'm supposed to do in Alien Cabal, I'm sorry. This is not Alien Breed. We're playing a completely different game altogether. And that building over there is on fire. Okay, hold on. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that's moving, and then I will shoot it. And I assume that's what my goal is, to shoot everything that moves. I don't see anything moving. Oh no! The Union buffoon is reporting that aliens are invading! You can see that menacing face right there. So there are these doors, but it looks like that they need keys. I don't have any keys. Like, that's red. That's green. That's yellow. And nothing there. Please, do not litter. I mean, come on. Come on, people. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. And this is a dead end, which we could kind of tell, you know. You could kind of tell. Wait, this is a dead end. But you're also not allowed to do a U-turn. Man, you are screwed if you drive down here. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do. Call a tow truck, maybe. There are cows crossing the road right here. I'll take their word for it. Can aliens litter? Sufu, I mean, yeah, I would say yes. I would say yes. Oh wait, there's a red keycard in there. Can I get in? I don't know. I don't know how to get in there. Well, I know the red key is in there. Jump? I don't know if I can jump. I'm not really seeing anything. So the convention center is right next to the graveyard. Yeah, I guess. It's kind of... I guess that was just the most convenient place to put it. I guess I'm just picking up the ammo right now. Wow. You can drive 75 on this, like, small road? It's like, it goes nowhere? And there's a crosswalk right here? I mean, I don't think that seems unwise. That seems ill-advised. Alright. I don't know what to do in Alien Cabal. Help me, Alien Cabal. What do I do with you? So there's a map mode. We can take screenshots. Ooh! Advanced feature at the time. Let's see, you can fire, you can activate, you can move, you can strafe, look up, look down. I'll try to see if I can find a door that maybe I can open by pressing activate. One that does not require keys, and if I can find that, I will press spacebar on it. Like maybe this. No. That's not working. That is not working. We're hearing the Alien Cabal blues right now. Hold on. This is a door. It is a door that is not opening. The all-seeing eye is looking at you, chat. It's looking at you. But what we're not looking at anymore is Alien Cabal, because I don't know what to do in that game. I do see that people are having some trouble with the beam stream, the stream on beam, since we restarted trying different quality settings. Hopefully FTL, hopefully that was just a temporary thing, and that it'll be able to work for longer periods of time. It did last time when we were playing D. In that case, it did work the entire period of the stream, so hopefully this is not something that happens often. It's time for some Alien Carnage, which in some places was called Halloween Harry. But for the purpose of this stream, it's Alien Carnage. I am so excited in the way that only Apogee could make me. It's time for a story. Hope you all just sit back and enjoy the cinematics. Time for the most righteous of missions, as Halloween Harry is going to be doing some alien carnage. We're gonna find the flamethrower. We're gonna find the mini nukes. We're gonna see what the instructions are. What are the instructions? All right. Aliens are taking over. They're turning people into zombies. We know all this. So let's see. Up, down, left, right. Fire is Alt. Thrust is Control. Ooh, the 4-button Gravis gamepad. Fancy. I mean, previously it was only those newfangled consoles that were getting these gamepads. Alright, I think that we probably have enough. And let's thank David Pevriel for his technical assistance. It cannot have been done without Dave. Alright, let's just, let's see. Easier monsters, cheaper weapons. Harder monsters, expensive weapons. Let's just go with easy. We can pick our mission, mission 1, mission 2, mission... Actually, no, it looks like only mission 1 is colored in, so I'm guessing that's the only one we can pick. Let's do this thing. Alright. Just trying to get the keys to do something. Spacebar kind of switches from missiles to flamethrower. The cursor... Yeah, okay, the cursor can make me fly with the jetpack. Whoops, that's not what I meant to hit. No, I want to go back to DOSBox. Alright, nope. That's... Nope. Full screen, please. Alright. Okay, there we go. Z is shooting. We gotta look for an exit above us. So it has some nice digital oh, there we go. Some nice digital tracked music. So, you know, it doesn't have the charm, R for radar mode, it doesn't quite have the charm of the PC speaker music that we have been enjoying so much. But, you know, it's not bad. To activate switch? Oh, sure, just shoot it. There we go. Captives are nearby. I guess that's probably above us. Alright, that looks like a human that's been turned into an alien. I killed her. I mean, I guess there's no way to turn them back, right? That's what I have to tell myself. I just have to tell myself that there was no hope for her. I didn't kill her. The aliens did. They did it. Not me. My hands are clean. And I guess she just teleported out. Does the jetpack just go forever? I'm looking around to see if there's any number or meter that's going down when I do that, but it doesn't look like it, so it might be that it just goes on forever. Uh-oh. We're in the headquarters of Big Corp. Fireballs. If Harry wasn't so distracted, he probably would have mentioned that the heat meters are high because he's so damn hot. But he wasn't thinking about that right now. Got to stand in front of the power-up machine and press up and fire. You know, the power-up machine. A product of Big Corp. I see a captive up there. I did hit a switch, and it seems like that probably would have opened a door somewhere, but I'm not sure where. I guess let's head up here. Cat from space, this building looks like it would be pretty difficult to navigate without a jetpack. Yeah, I don't know. Whoops. Yeah, and the spikes coming from the floor? That's not OSHA compliant. I assume that Human Resources just equips you with a jetpack when you come in. Terminal is activated. Oh, but there are save points throughout the office. So they tell you that if you're about to go over a dangerous chasm, make sure that you hit a save point before you do that. Big Corp does not take responsibility of your safety traversing the office if you do not use the designated save points. Just know that is your own responsibility. I need more credits. But I can use my thermal grenades. Don't have too many of them, I think, though. At Big Corp, they believe that having there be environmental hazards in the office just keeps you on your toes. Yeah, that's correct, Sufu. It keeps you from slacking on the job. At Big Corp, they want to know that they're getting your best. And if you are constantly trying to prevent yourself from being murdered by the office you work in, you know that keeps you on edge. That keeps you sharp. You're going to attack your work with the same sort of determination and motivation that you have towards attempting to avoid the fireballs or the spikes on your way to the restroom.
Terminal activated.
Uh-oh. Tells us to keep out. However, Halloween Harry is not someone who follows the rules. No? Did that not do anything? I bet the rules say to don't blow up these barrels either. The rules probably say that. And she was just walking around. Why did she need us to save her? I guess that was the micro nuke that I dropped. Didn't mean to do that, but, you know. We talking about Mighty Number 9 in the chat? Mighty Number 9 is... And it's adequate, but just completely charmless. Like, it has the mood and look of, like, an anime for kids that would have been translated and brought over to the US in the mid-2000s. Like, it has the charisma of, like, Beyblade. Is it adequate, Cybertropic? The gameplay's okay. It just doesn't really give you a reason to want to play it. Unlike Alien Carnage, featuring Halloween Harry. Now, this is a charismatic hero. My fuel's running out.
Terminal activated.
I'm nearly at the top. Oh, I'm out of fuel. Well, I was nearly at the top. Oh no, I guess I still have some fuel, but I can't see an exit. Does it regenerate? Maybe the fuel regenerates. Uh-oh. People are saying the stream is dead. Beam.professional. Not the most professional of streaming sites tonight. Yes, my fuel ran out just as the stream ran out. I don't know why this has been happening with Beam.pro tonight. And I don't know. We might just have to call the stream a little bit early, because I don't know why Beam.pro is not working so well. We probably saw enough of Halloween Harry anyway. So, even though stream wasn't quite as long as I thought it was going to be. Maybe we'll just do one again pretty soon and continue on with these DOS games that are starting with Alien, because there's a few to go. I'm looking at a list that I have here, and well, let me just let's see. I have Alien Fires, Alien Incident, Alien Legacy, Alien Odyssey, Alien Olympics, Alien Rampage, Alien Syndrome, Alien Trilogy, Alien Virus, Alien Worlds. Oh, actually, the stream came back on. Well, that's okay. Well, chat, actually, I was just figuring that it looked like that Beam.Pro was just not really working so well, so maybe I was just going to have to call the stream a little early tonight. But don't worry, we'll do some more DOS streams, because we do still have more Alien-based DOS games to go. Oh, maybe, can the chat not hear me? I'm not sure if they can. No, I think maybe they can. It's hard to say. It's hard to say if they can hear me or not. I'm not so sure. I am not so sure. But I do have a number of Alien-based DOS games. Like, I came across one called Aliens, a comic book adventure, and I still would have to get that one working, but, you know, I don't know if it is working. But that is one to take a look at. Also, I should note that it is raining hard and lightning is crashing all around me. I wonder if that has anything to do with why the stream is going down. And might possibly have something to do with it, though I can't say for sure if that's why. It might be a reason. Possibly. I don't know if you can hear this. But the rain is pretty hard. So, just to guess that might have something to do with maybe why the stream keeps going down, but I can't say for sure. One thing, though, that I want, and Oddme is angry at me, further downhill, Oddme knew it was about time to retire. You know, Oddme was happy to go off to pasture. Oddme does not feel resentful at all. But speaking of Oddme and speaking of voting, I just want to make sure that the voting does work. So I think that we're going to try doing another one of those. Let's see. What would be a good choice to try? We do know that, of course, the chat chose, in the first vote, chose Wampus as the House of Ilvermorny that they wanted to join. Wampus, of course, the favorite. I was not even surprised that Wampus was the favorite. Ex-Crusader is asking, am I going to play the System Shock remake demo? Okay, so let's put that to a vote. Chat, am I going to play the System Shock remake demo? Let's say choose 1 for yes and 2 for no. And let's see if this vote works. Okay, yes, there it is. That's what's supposed to happen. The pie chart, it is there. It is updating in real time. We can see it. The Pac-Man exists. The Pac-Man now is like a number 3, but there's no choice 3. It's only 1 for yes, 2 for no. There cannot be a 3 for Ness. That does not. No. Pac-Man is starting to bleed from his gums because of the people choosing number 3. Number 4, that's like gangrene appearing on Pac-Man's gums. You are not being fair to Pac-Man. But it does seem that number 1 is going to win, even though Pac-Man might be getting an infection from this meal. People voting 9 and 10. We could potentially have votes 9 and 10. I mean, I don't think there's actually a limit to the number of votes that we can have. And as you can see, there is a time limit that you can assign to the votes. This time it was 60 seconds, and with that, number 1 won with 61 votes. Number 2 had 18 votes, and number 3 and 4, well, those don't even exist, so why are we mentioning them? Oh, okay. I guess that went into sleep mode. Alright, so goodbye, DOS. I'll see you later. But, okay. Quakerin, what is the schedule going forward? There is no schedule. It's just going to be I'll stream when I feel like I can stream. So I don't think there is going to be like a day for streaming. It's just going to be I'll announce a stream and like I'll probably announce it a day in advance and then we'll do a stream. And there's not going to be like a set time limit for how long the stream will be. Like previously the stream was like every Saturday, well most Saturdays, and it was going to be like 3 hours long, and that was going to be fixed. The thing, I think going forward, it'll just be erratic streams. Who knows? Maybe more than one stream per week. Maybe many streams. Who can say? I don't know. But the streams may be of varying lengths. Tonight it was an hour and a half. Some nights maybe it'll be just an hour. Maybe some streams, maybe some it'll be 2 hours. I don't know. But yes, I will post the announcements of the streams a day in advance on the YouTube, so you'll see it there when I'm going to stream. Streaming for the future, there'll be DOS. We'll continue doing on with that. Tomato, these will go on YouTube. Yes, these will indeed go on YouTube. Quaker and Twitter as well. When I post a video on YouTube, it does automatically get tweeted, so you'll see something from me, like with the title of the video will be like stream on this date. So that should automatically happen. So it'll say what is going on the stream. So this time it was DOS. In the future, of course, there is a certain visual novel puzzle game that is just coming out that we might need we might play. We might need to do that. So at some point, we'll probably be starting playing that game. Whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Who knows? I think that also, in going forward in the future, probably the focus of games that will appear on stream versus games that will appear on non-streams, most likely games on the stream, will be more like story-based games where we get told a story, or games that involve a lot of choices where you are deciding the paths that we take in the game, like maybe certain visual novels, or maybe not. Maybe games like if you remember Quiz and Dragons, it was a game that you had to make constant choices as you were trying to answer the trivia questions in order to save the land of Capconia. So maybe games like that. Games that will focus on, I think, there being more interaction with the chat, as opposed to something like Escape from Bug Island, which, honestly, there wasn't really a reason to do that on a stream versus non-stream. Maybe I'll return to Bug Island at some point, but if I do, I don't know if it would be on the stream. Maybe it would be a Bumble, because if I did it that way, then I could at least edit the downtime, and that game has a good amount of downtime. Limo, you mentioning Click Ventures? Yes, Click Ventures, another option. We could do some Click Ventures. Cut Slow, how about more Witness? I actually have recorded the next Witness video. It's just that I have to take the time to edit it, but I did actually record that. Bear Jazz, you're going to have to blaze through ZE3. I mean, if you want to play through ZE3, you're probably going to need to play it pretty soon. I'm just going to say that you're probably going to want to play it pretty soon. You may want to do that. Dr. Smasher, will I continue to bumble through The Witness and Night Cry? Yes. Like I said, I've recorded the next Witness video. I just need to edit it. And then when I'm done with that video, I'll just record the next Night Cry video, while continuing to do the Siren LP. JG Minto saying that Siren Blood Curse is on PS Plus right now on the PS3, which was the remake, not a remake, but rather a reimagining of Siren 1. It's a very different game, even though it starts with the same premise. Dumpster Fire has been very enjoyable, Kate. Yes, Dumpster Fire has indeed. I mean, when you watch a dumpster fire, it's going to get your attention, you know? You're going to stare at it. Even if it's not a great situation, you're still going to want to watch it. So yeah, Cut Slow, you voted for System Shock. It's true. I guess I'll be doing a demo friend for the System Shock remake demo. So I'm just thinking about what I'm doing. So okay, so yeah. So LP of Siren continuing. The Bumbles of Witness and Night Cry, they are continuing, even though they will be a slower pace than the Siren LP. And I'll do the demo video of System Shock. If any more X-Bligs come out in the following months, I'll do videos of that. And we'll be doing, you know, impromptu streams here and there. Just deciding here and there when we're going to do them, and like I said, I'll announce them in advance. So, I think that the stream setup on Beam is now, it's doing all right, regardless of the tech issues tonight with the stream going down. I don't know what that was about, but it seems that the new setup I have here for the chat and the voting is working okay. So we're now set up to take votes. Play Farnham Fables, Sandra Bullock. I don't know if I want to play that. I mentioned on Tumblr that I looked at the Steam page for Farnham Fables. I looked at the reviews, and I don't know if I want to play that. I mean, I don't know. Those reviewers had some interesting things to say about that game. No, not Gundam Fables, no Diamond 2. That would be something completely different. We're talking about Farnham Fables, which you can take a look on at Steam if you want. I would suggest reading the reviews before actually buying it. An Odd Ghost, there's a puzzle where you must pass a loincloth to some foxes so they can proceed to smell it. That sounds alright, right? That sounds okay. From Farnham Fables. Where's Barry? You took a look and you saw enough. I guess everyone is now looking at the Steam page for that game right now. Where's the usual music, Merkin Man? Well, I mean, actually, I intended to end the stream, so I didn't actually start any music. But I guess, you know, I was going to end that in a couple minutes anyway. Am I going to play Inside? Probably. Like, that's getting really good reviews, and Limbo was good, so probably we'll give that a shot. For right now, though, I think we will probably have to say goodnight. And, of course, that means... It means that I hope you had a good time with these DOS games, playing Abenteuer Atlantis, playing The Adventures of Beetlejuice, Afterburner, After the War, Alice in Wonderland, Alien, Alien Breed, Alien Cabal, and Alien Carnage. And there's a bunch of Alien games to go. Like, there's a number of them. We don't have a shortage of Alien games. So, this was just, you know, test stream of DOS, just to get back into things, and we'll just see what, you know, how often we do streams in the future. We'll see how this goes. I'm just playing it by ear. No set schedule. So, it's raining right now. It's raining heavy. I hope it's okay where you are. And, I'll see you around for more DOS. Or maybe games of other kinds. I'll see you around.